Hi, Angela here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do more jelly printing, so get your jelly plates ready and let's get ready for some jelly printing fun. Okay, so I thought it'd be fun to play around with the same material we did last time, some homemade stencils and masks. I cut some more wavy lines, just some random shapes, again, out of one of those plastic pocket dividers. And as you can see, my plates are still dirty from the other day, but that's fine, because I don't mind all that extra grunge. It's just more layers of texture. So I think we'll start this one with some, what are we using? Raw sienna. And we're just gonna play around with layers again. Just creating a variety of textures. Just having fun with it. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way to grow the channel. And it is also greatly appreciated. This one we're just going to do some raw umber on. And remember, the most important part of this is to just have fun. If you're not having fun doing it, you're doing it wrong. We'll put them all on there. Like I said, we're just playing with layers and having a good time. We'll come over and check how this one's coming out. Got a few spots that could use a little more rubbing. But overall, see, look at all those nice marks from the stuff left over on the plate. We picked up the rest of my wavy lines from the other day. Okay, now I think we'll pull these. We'll pull these and we will put them on. I had a piece that I was going to redo. And if I can find it right here. Right here's the one I was going to add more to. I just feel this one needs more. So we'll put that down on there and see what we get. Grab your baron if you want. Use your hands. I've gotten to the point where at first I started using the baron all the time. Now these days I seem to be just using my hands. And you can flip those down on a paper, paint side down, and get another print from them. Okay, let's pick up this and see what we get. See, that's a pretty interesting start. Now we're going to pull these. We're going to pull all these and put down the one we took off the other plate right over top of this. And I like that these ones were colored because I can see where I put them. So we're going to just throw that one right over top. Didn't line it up very well, but that's fine by me. It's a gorgeous Sunday out. Won't have many more warm days like this. In fact, I think this is supposed to be our last one in my area. Okay, see, made our print more interesting. And with that that's dried on there, I'm going to come in with my unbleached titanium and we'll pick up the ghost of that. Today I'm using copy paper and newspaper print. You know, both fairly inexpensive papers. Nothing fancy needed. I mean, you can print on lined paper if you wanted. Okay, we'll pick this one up on the newsprint. I tend to buy mine right on Amazon just so I don't have to leave the house. Okay, see, just another interesting layer on this to give it more personality. Okay, let's come in with some yellow ochre. And with this one, we're just gonna put down our stuff and then pick it up. We're not gonna go for this ghost on this. We're just gonna pick it up. Got a hair in there. Perks of having dogs. You get that little bits of fur. Okay, because I want to go in on that one we already did. I'm going to just throw them down in different places. Oops. Knock that one right out of there. Okay, we're going to pick it up right on this just to create another layer. And again, didn't do very neat. Didn't line them up very well. Okay, we'll pull this. Picked up that nice ghost. Now we'll set that aside. And I think I'm going to come in with the light blue. Tell you, I never have a real plan. I just like wing it as I go. I get out colors. All my colors were browns and yellows, and here I am throwing blue on there. Okay, I think I've got some of these still set up here from the other day. Let's throw on these little masks, because why not? Well, that one's kind of stuck together, so. All right, so we'll do that. And we're gonna pick that right back up over the one we just did on the newsprint. And again, we'll try to line it up. If we don't, oh, look, didn't line it up very well. I'll bring this up here. And okay, I didn't realize what I just grabbed was wax paper, but just want a little paper to put up here. Now look at that print, much more interesting. A nicer print. Okay, now we'll pull all these. My fan's blowing them all over the place. Shut that off for a second. And we're gonna come back in with this one. And hopefully our ghost is wet enough to pick up. Okay, now I can turn that back on. Okay, let's pull this. I'm leaving a lot of that blue down here, so gotta rub it some more. Okay. Interesting. Okay, now we're gonna bring this one in and put it right on this. Jelly printing doesn't have to be expensive. You can use what you got. Okay, we picked up some of our ghost. Still got some down there that we can pick up, so we will put down the brown to pull it. Raw umber, burn umber. I always get burn umber and raw umber mixed up. We'll just come in with a piece of copy paper to pull this. And we'll check and see how this turned out. We still have a lot of the blue left, but a much more interesting print. Okay, let's come in with the raw sienna. You can use whatever colors you feel like using, because even when I plan to use a color, I tend to have this habit of grabbing other colors. Okay, I think I'm gonna put down, no, I got some over here. Let's throw down some string. Let's put down some string on this one. We'll pull this one with string. We'll pick this up on copy paper. And you got to remember to rub all around your pieces of string. Because you want to pick up all that good paint and leave a nice impression. Getting all those little areas around your string. Now we'll pull this. And that's a nice print to start. So now we'll have to add on to that one. And we'll just come in with our raw sienna. I almost said burnt, it's raw. Okay, let's use our wavy pieces. Just throw them all down here. Any which way. And we're going to pick it up on one from the other day. Just to create another layer. Layers upon layers upon layers. See, look, we got all those interesting blue marks from the leftover ghost on our plate. Now we're gonna let this one dry. We'll come back over here and pick up this. We left quite a bit of the other still on, but that's okay. We can come in with a piece of deli paper or tissue paper, and I should have put it on the whole plate to try to pick up more of that. And this is going to make it a good print when we add to it. Let's use some yellow ochre. Well, first I think we'll put this, let's take this one and throw it on this print. This one needs some life. Let's give it some life. Again, line it up somewhat. I missed the whole top of the paper, but that's okay. Now we're going to use some yellow ochre on this to pick up our ghost. Oops, knocking things over. Okay, what do we want to put it on? Yeah, let's put it on this one. This one needs some more layers. Give it a good rub. Let's see, just another layer of interest. And we're not even going to worry about what's on that plate. We're going to come in with the blue. On this one, I think I'm going to do some of my wavy lines and some string. Let's do the string over here too. And we'll just pick that up with a piece of copy paper. See, and for me, I find it easier to go in without a plan. Because when I get a plan, I flip it up real quick. Switch it out. I'm gonna rub around all my string and make sure we get it picked up in all the little small spots all around the string. Okay, we'll come over here. And we'll pull the, oops, careful to pull your print. Don't tear your paper like I just did. See, now that boring print we started with is much more interesting. Okay. Now I think we will come in with, let's do the yellow ochre. And remember, we're just doing a thin layer. When you work with the paint, you'll see how much paint you need to use. You'll get used to it. And different kinds, you know, I find that different kinds of paint dries faster. So we're gonna throw down some masks. Get in my, they have all kinds of masks I've made. Just random little squiggles and shapes. I don't care if they overlap. It just creates another layer of texture. We're gonna put it right over top of this one. See, we picked up all our ghost from the last one. Now I'm going to try to pick it up, and hopefully my ghost is wet enough to put it right on this one. My paint is not coming off this. It is in spots, but in other spots it's not. Might have to come in with my tissue paper. It may have dried. Well, we picked up some more of this. Might just go through and add. We'll just add more of this paint so it'll pick up. We'll just roll it right over our masks. Okay, we'll put that paper down that way and fold it down this way. So then we can put it on the upper part. We'll get it off. That's what happens if you don't work fast enough and your paint dries. Sometimes I get a little too talky. I get talking too much and don't get it off the plate in time. But the good thing is just throw a wet layer of paint over and it'll come off. Well, I guess we're now picking that up on this. Okay, so we'll come back over here. And we've just created another interesting layer on top of this. Now I think we'll come in with some, let's do some orange. I see it sitting right here. This orange is like wanting to be used. See, again, not a color I planned. Okay, we're just going to come in with and our string. And we'll throw this one, because this one needs some personality. So we'll throw this down on here and see if we can improve the look. If not, we just add another layer. And we rub around, make sure we pick up all that paint. And hopefully I didn't talk too much and got it down there while it was still wet. Oh yeah, this one's starting to pick up. Okay, so we'll pull this one. And remember, this was the paper I was just using as a cleanup sheet. We even picked up the paint off the back of my stencil, which makes an interesting look. Okay, now we're going to pull our stencils. And we know they're pretty dry, so what color do we want to put on top of this? Well, we'll pick it up with a blue. We'll throw down our blue. And get a piece of paper on it before it dries. Okay, now see, this one's gonna need a layer of something lighter over it, but more interesting than it was. And we'll pull all this. And hopefully it'll still be wet enough to pick up a print on this one. Okay, that's how that turned out. And I still got some paint there. I'm gonna try to remove some of it. And see, picked it up. Okay. I think I'm gonna use, where did it go? There it is, my unbleached titanium. Get all these papers sitting out that I can't find my stuff. Use some unbleached titanium. We're gonna throw down our string. We'll put down a couple masks. And now we'll come in with this one, with that lighter color, and give it some more life. Making sure to rub all around the yarn. Getting all that paint around the string picked up. I don't know if I've already said it, but if you made it this far in the video and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Like, leave a comment of what you'd like to see, share the video. And it didn't pick much of anything. Our ghost was too dry. So we'll pick it up with the unbleached titanium. See, sometimes your paint gets too dry and then it won't pick up, but that's okay, because that's what the next layer is for, is to pick it up. I'm just doing a light layer over that. If you do have a lot of layers, if you get a lot of layers on your plate, then you need a little thicker layer to pick it up, because you need it to soak into all those other layers. See, now you can still see the other layers underneath, but it's a more interesting print. Now we're gonna pull these, and hopefully they're wet enough, and we will throw them on this print. Hopefully it'll be wet enough to pick up. If not, we'll just add a layer of paint to get it off there. Okay, you can see where we picked up our print. It's much more interesting now. So we can review. We ended up with this print. This print. Oh, that's an old print. Just layering, creating more layers, more textures. Oh, can't forget this one. So let's see what we got here. I don't know if you can see, but we did pick up a lot of the ghost. Especially the masks are really noticeable, but you can see the string. So that concludes today's video. I hope you liked what you saw. And as always, have a great day.